This is Ricardo Hapke of WeAreChange.org here in beautiful Berlin, Germany, and behind me are thousands of people who are protesting the U.S. Federal Reserve banking system. What the f***? Now, what we have here is thousands of people who protest every Monday in different squares, and it spread here 2 months ago with only one person, and now there's over 100 cities, 3 different countries of people coming together, rallying here against the mainstream media, against the NATO wars, and most importantly, against the private Federal Reserve banking system. We were actually able to get interviews with the main person who is organizing everything, that one person who was out here 2.5 months ago who started everything, and also the mainstream media journalist who was kicked off air for asking too many questions, who helped promote this to such a level right now that it shames American protests, especially when the issue is the U.S. Federal Reserve banking system. Can you just tell us your name and introduce yourself?
My name is Ken Jepsen, or Ken Jepsen, you spell it right, Ken Jepsen, and I work as a reporter since 25 years in Germany. Before 2.5 months, a friend of mine, not really friend, I saw him sometimes, he was a parachute guy, and I was a parachute guy, but he's a master, I'm a, I go to the parachute school, okay? And he called me, hey, I'm this guy, we know us from the same aeroplane. Yes, I make one of these shows and for peace, because I have problems with this war in the Ukraine. I said, could you help me? And I say no. It's not possible because I don't know you exactly. I don't know your movie and what you're doing there. But I will come there, okay? And after 3 weeks, I come there, but over there, Brandenburger Tor, and I saw more than 150 people, and they're talking about peace. People like you and me.
My name is Lars Mehrholz. I'm from Berlin, Germany. And I'm the organizer of this Montagsmahnwache. It's something like a demonstration, but it's more like to say stop war. I started this movement because I realized that the Federal Reserve Act, in my opinion, is one of the most worst laws in the whole world. So a private banking company is lending America the money, and in my opinion, America is not anymore democratic. The Federal Reserve tells the government what to do, and that's a problem.
It's a very big problem, especially in the US. Why is it a global issue, and why are people doing it here in Germany?
Because when you realize that this finance system, it's a global system, you have to go to the really beginning of the system. And in my opinion, it's also the World Bank and the International Fund of Currencies and stuff like this. But at the beginning of all this is a law from 1913, Woodrow Wilson signed it, and this is the beginning of all this hardcore capitalism we are suffering right now from. And the only way to stop this is maybe to break this law.
One of these strong points, there are some thousand people, or in Germany we have more than 100 cities, and more than 100 cities means, for example, 20,000 people with own ideas what's the main point is. When you buy a newspaper in Germany, or you know it from America, or you switch on the TV, this is more than 90% when we talk about politics, or it's a lie, and people feel it. And then that's the point. Okay, what's the difference of that? Okay, and we search for that, and we want peace, and we want peace. We hate war. We hate every part of aggression. We hate that stuff, and that's the main. And I believe that I could change things. That's all these people think that.
What was the reaction of the politicians / media against you guys?
So the main parts of the politics in Germany and main parts of the media in Germany is saying we are like Nazis, we are like anti-Semitism. So, but we never talked about it. We never talked about religion, and it's not a part of this whole event here, It's all about finance. But we talk about banks And the media and the politics turn around and tell us, hey, that's Jewish, you cannot talk about this. So we don't bring it together, but the media and the politics is doing it, and it's crazy, you know. They are forcing the Jewish society in the spotlight. And that's even wrong, because the Jewish society is not mainly part of the Fed, for example. So it's like a few thousand owners, you know, like we have to separate this, and it's so many lies about the people here.
You could learn so much about how media works. Because you go there, next time you buy a newspaper, I'm a Nazi? Why? Because I'm for peace. I could read in this newspaper and this newspaper and this newspaper. Okay, it's damn right. These newspaper, these news machine are a liar. So I work for the mainstream public radio, public TV more than 20 years, but then, you know, after 20 years I turn a little bit to ask the strange questions. For example, what do you think really about NATO politics or politics US and other countries? And then I say, okay, some of this stuff is not really okay, and then they call me, okay, you can say this, but a little bit not so loud, you know. But I'm a reporter, okay? And then I go on this way, and then they say, oh, it's not possible in this area. Go out. You have problems now because you are a liar, you are whatever, and then they kill me. But then I go to the internet and grew up bigger.
Yeah, so from the first day we started this movement, I was saying the Federal Reserve Act is a really bad act. And in Germany, it's like a code for Nazis. So, but I didn't know this, and I wasn't into it. So I said, hey guys, the Fed is bad. And then they start smashing on me, like the whole media, many media companies, television, print media, all the same, like really, really hardcore stuff written about me, all lies, and nothing was, I have never been something like Nazi or stuff like this. You know, I'm a skydiver, I'm a professional skydiver. The last 10 years I was jumping out of planes with Jewish people, with Muslims, with Buddhism people, with every culture and nation, so I don't have any separation. It's one world, you know. But to save this world, we have to change things in the system. It's a systematic problem. It's not a problem here in Germany, it's not a problem in Greece, it's not a problem in America, it's a system problem, and the system is it's worldwide.
Okay, it's possible. Change, really change, you know, not change in the White House, you know. Really change is possible. All you have to do is just do it. Yeah. And now just do it. It's a test. And when you do that, you become a target. Okay, but do it. Yeah. Okay. This is a risk, but the whole life is a risk.
So there are so many wars in the world. It's getting worse. It's not getting better, you know. And it's all based on the geopolitics of finance system. So hey, wake up, guys. Do something. Stand up.
A drone, an unmanned drone flew over here. It's training, it's urban warfare. Identify yourself, fully loaded assault rifles.
Go across the street, sir. I understand legally, constitutionally, I do not have to go.
Let me call it for you.
Yeah. This is a public sidewalk. You know my rights like the back of my hand, and there's nothing in the penal code that says that you can't film on a public sidewalk.
That's not the only.
All right, listen.